Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to our channel. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but things just kind of back up, and so this is our channel. And so what I'm planning on doing for this channel is going to be part homesteading, part operating a farm, also part viticulture and winemaking. It's kind of all the operations that we're running here on the farm. But for today, the main thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and actually just give you a tour of some of the cool spots around the farm, and kind of go start with that route. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start doing some of this tour. All right, guys, and then here we have our houses. We basically have two trailers that we've attached together with a deck, and then we've cordoned off about 1.5 acres over here to be kind of separate, more farm-like, from the vineyard. The dogs have their own little dog park style fence over here. We have our curtain garden, kind of being overrun right now. Not really sure what was in there. We had tomatoes growing, some sunflowers. We have some cantaloupe. Our little chicken coop, along with their extended run, have our greenhouse. Over here, so chickens eating some of our spoiled fruit. Cows kind of followed over here. Here we have a little horse barn. No horses. Kind of a little catch-all wood area. And then over here is one of our current projects. This is going to be our new and improved garden area. It's about 1/4 acre, and we're going to be growing stuff here as organic as possible, using a lot of the organic methods. And that's to come here after we improve the topsoil. We're going to put up some nitrogen fixing plants for a little bit, and then start planting for the fall. Alright, so as you can see, this is we're in a golf cart right now. We use this to kind of get around. This is where the little boy goes. And coming up over here on our right is the entrance to the farm. Over here is a pavilion we have put in, and then we're adding actually decks to the side of the pavilion over here. That should be done by the end of the weekend, probably about another week or so there. And then on the left, over here to the left, is our grapevine, our vineyard. We have about a full acre of grapes. We just harvested not too long ago, and we got about, I can't remember. We ended up getting like 200 gallons of juice out of our grapes, and so that's gonna turn into about 1,400 bottles or so of actual wine. Yeah, these weren't here when we bought the place 5 years ago. We planted everything in several waves. Over here we have a barn. This was the only thing that was here in our original purchase of this place. We haven't done really any renovations to it, a couple things here and there. Ultimately, we are gonna renovate it and make it a cool space, but it's just, you know, one step at a time. And then over here is our winery and tasting room. And so this is where the magic happens, I guess. I don't know. But we actually built this. My father-in-law and I built this. And so I'll give you a tour of this, a better tour of this some other time. Right now we're having a lot of issues with like wasps being all over the place. Let's go on to the next spot. Alright, and then this is the far end of the property. As you can see, kind of the tree line kind of dictates the property. We do own some of the woods back there, but it's a little hard to get it over there. Over here on the far end, we tried to grow an orchard, but it was just really hard to water, and then deer and stuff would come in, knock down a bunch of trees. We probably planted about 80 trees back here, and as you can see, I know there's a lot of light right now, but as you can see, we probably have about 20 left, and that's with planting and replanting. Another cool spot one of the reasons we bought this place is right here. There's a year-round creek that you have right now. Is like really hot right now, and this is actually probably one of the lowest I've ever seen it. But you can see it's pretty deep, and this is one of the reasons we bought this place. We kind of fell in love with it. We have never been in it yet, and I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. One time we did come out here and our dogs were making a ruckus, and we came over here and we saw like there's an alligator in here, and our dogs really do like to swim in this, so we try not to let them do that, but you know, sometimes it is what it is, I guess. So property line is right here. This is just so you can kind of see the whole thing. This is like one field of it. We're gonna have to redo this fence here really soon. We were planning on getting sheep, so I was trying to fence it in. However, you can see this line that's down. The farm next to us runs a bunch of cattle, and our bull is starting to sow his oats. He's starting to jump over. So normally we would have the cows and free ranging on both pastures, but my boy is making jailbreaks, so he's stuck on the other one. So there's a big guy right now. We'll go ahead and do a little intro for some of the animals. So right here we have April. She was donated to us by someone who was getting rid of all their animals, or like liquidating their farm, and apparently donkeys don't have a good sell value, so that's how we got her. This is our bull Domino. He's was a bottle fed calf. Over here, there's a big steer over here. It's like 6 foot long horns. Is Voldemort. He was supposed to be the first meat project, but his horns outgrew the chute, and so now he's here, maybe permanently. Over there we got Jack. Back there we have Nina, the Pinta, and Santa Maria. Nina is the brown one. Pinta is the painted one. The little girl in the back is Maria. And then our newest addition over there is Pepe Le Pew. And he's like weeks old, 2 weeks old actually. All right, we're gonna go to this other field over here, but we'll take the long way around to get there. Here's another view of the vineyard. Decided to driving by the side of it, kind of up the hill. This is where the animals were, to kind of give you perspective. Our property line is that tree line over there. This is like the far field, or one of the far fields. I'm going to show you guys 2 more places. And that will be your tour. Okay, and this is another area we fell in love with. Kind of on the opposite side of the creek. This huge tree, we loved it. We hang out underneath it during the summer before anything was built. Would be our little refuge. And then this is a trench that's been dug out by the runoff from our creek. And then we have a catch pond over here, which is stocked with largemouth bass. We didn't know that until this year. It's a little overgrown. We haven't really been fishing recently because it's super hot right now. But yeah, there's a really good little ecosystem going down in here, and we have largemouth bass, and they eat some of the frogs and everything, and it's been pretty nice. And this is kind of the other side of the property.